I'm not sure why I decided to show you the two Manchester games today, because today's episode literally is probably going to be us being absolutely slaughtered. So if you enjoy seeing that, then this is going to be the best episode ever for you, ever. Hello and welcome back to the Lincoln Loco. Today, two games for you at home to Manchester United before we go away to Manchester City. Since you last here, things have been doing pretty alright, to be fair. We've done okay. I'll show you the results we've had recently. Last time you were here then, we lost to Sunderland 3-0 in a very, very disappointing game, but came back and beat Wrexham 5-1, obviously, because we had to beat them in that FA Cup replay. Since then, we went on to beat Stoke 4-1 in a game which we controlled. We had to beat Stoke. They're a team that are also battling for survival, basically, this season. We came in and beat them 4-1. We carried that momentum through from the Wrexham game, so that was really nice to see, actually. Brad Yeo came on the pitch after an injury to Chuma. He came off, so Brad Yeo came on the wing, scored 2 goals there. So he's impressed me. Since then, we have played with wingers, and it hasn't worked out too well. With a 3-1 loss to Liverpool, we went 1-0 up actually, and played well for that first half. Yeo unlucky to get an own goal there, but Ben Woodburn came back and scored 2 goals for them. But we played all right in that game against Liverpool. We then lost to West Ham in the FA Cup 6th round, unfortunately. A 1 goal there in the 5th minute for West Ham was enough to put them through into the semi-final. So the cup run ends in the 6th round, but I'll take that. That's a decent cup run this season. I mean, last time out we beat Everton 1-0. Everton not really being that good, to be fair, and Morgan Scheidling getting sent off just meant they didn't have a chance of getting back in the game. They couldn't do anything. Actually, we should have scored a few more goals than that, but we didn't, unfortunately. So it's been alright. Like, you know, we've done not badly, I suppose. 2 wins, 2 losses. What those 2 wins in the league mean are that we have gone 9 points clear of the relegation zone now, so we should be relatively comfortable and safe from being relegated now. 33 points we're on, Sunderland down on 24 points. We're now 3 points clear of Bournemouth and 4 points clear of Leicester. So we've got a bit of breathing room between us and the relegation zone, which is nice to see as well. If you're interested as well, Manchester United have already won the league. They won it 2 or 3 games ago now, absolutely dominating the league, 86 points ahead of Chelsea on 62. So they've now won the league title for the 5th time in the past 6 seasons, which is good going for them. Other big news that we had, if we have a look at the news, youth intake did come in a few weeks ago. It doesn't really say it there actually, but if we look at the under-23 squad, I've promoted a few of them. If we sort it by potential, I guess the standout guys that came through are Tom Buckingham and Craig Sturgis. They've come through, both central defenders, which are very good to see. If we can develop them quickly, that'd be quite nice. Tom Buckingham comes in looking pretty decent, to be fair, as a central defender. I'm liking the look of it. 16 years old and already got tackling of 14 and a height of 163 centimetres. That's what, 6'3". He's going to be a bit of a unit in the future, I reckon. So I reckon he's going to be a decent player. If that potential does go up and he does reach that potential, he'll definitely be a starter for us in the future, I reckon. Similar sort of thing with Craig Sturgis as well. Again, very, very good player. Not have quite as good mental and technical stats, but they'll only improve as well. Again, a tall lad at 16 years old, so he's going to be a pretty decent player in the future, I reckon. Jack Ryan, Colin Wilkinson and Steve Bennett are also guys that have come through the youth system this year. Nick Draper came through last season, but they've got decent potential on them. Steve Bennett actually has dropped from a bit. He was 4.5 star potential and now gone to 3.5 star, which it doesn't matter too much, to be fair. We're still going to have a crisis with left backs with him or without him, basically, so it doesn't matter too much. But they're also the 3 other standout guys that have come through. The rest are in the under-18s, and I mean, no one's particularly great there. Right, let's get on to the Manchester United game today, and we're playing the diamond formation. I would go wingers, but Brad Yeo is on loan from United, so he can't play today, and we've got no one else who can play on the left. So diamond it is basically, and on the grounds that they've already won the league, we've got nothing to lose. Let's just go attacking. You know, let's just go our usual attacking kind of style on the control formation. So Darlow goes back, Jurgensen, Williams and Jan Valery make that back line. Ruben Garcia has just come back from an injury, so he may play in the City game, but not today. Coyle, Byers and De Silva make up that midfield with Dragomir, Olore and Chuma starting it from that usual kind of formation now. Right, kick-off is upon us and we are kicking off today. I mean, it's probably going to be a bit of a slaughtering from United. They're top of the table for a reason. They're already champions for a reason. I'm pretty sure they're just going to assert dominance on us today. But Dragomir with a free kick early on puts it in, but it's cleared. And now Gelson has a chance to come forward with Manchester United now as Kessie is on the ball. These are all names that I've not a clue, basically. I don't know if they're regens or real players. I've not a clue right now. Either way, though, they must be very good to win the league already at this stage. They're still trying to come forward though. Gelson on the ball, pulling it out wide, puts it in towards Lukaku, and Lukaku's header just wide of the post, already showing what kind of a threat they've got. Manchester United are not a team to be reckoned with, basically. They're just too good. Tierney now on the ball, puts it into Martial through to Lukaku, and 4 minutes into this game, we're already 1-0 down to United. I think this is probably going to be a bit of a theme in this episode. Lots of goals for the other team. I mean, I've probably been a little bit blasé about it all. We're only 9 points clear of that relegation zone, and there are still quite a few games to go. We've still got 6 games to play, so it's still possible for us to get relegated. It's just not looking too likely right now. But again, I don't want to get too complacent. I think I am a bit too complacent saying, oh, it doesn't matter, we're playing Man United. Just do what you want back there, boys, basically. We still got to get those points. 40 points is still the target. 40 points is still the magical number you sort of need to reach to secure safety. That's kind of what you need to sort of be confident that you're going to be safe in the season. So we've not reached that yet, so we're still susceptible to being relegated as Man United come forward once again. Gelson, once again in, Lukaku can't get there. Darley makes a nice claim down the ball. Calm things down a little bit, get forward slowly and see what we can do. A ball through to Chummer is lovely, and now Chummer nearly puts it past De Gea and Dragomir shot just wide. Free kick now for Man United in the closing moments of this first half. Gelson puts it into Tierney at the back post, and the young Scotsman, Kieran Tierney, turns it away for them to make it 2-0. But, to be fair, 2-0 down at half-time, that's not the worst we've had, actually. We've had worse than that before. We can come back from this. We can't come back from this. It's Manchester United. Not much happening in this second half so far, but our players haven't played particularly. Aguero will come on for Chummer. We'll get him having a little run out. Cameron Diaz. It's not Cameron. Why have I said Cameron? I'm thinking of film stars. It's not Cameron Diaz. I don't know where that even came from. Brahim Diaz is going to come on for Dragomir. He's played some games recently. He's actually been looking fairly decent, so he'll come on as well. And we may as well just make that third substitute as well. Mount will come on for De Silva. We'll make all three at the same time. It's not going to make too much of a difference. And we're not going to come and win this game now, I don't think. A better manager, perhaps, would be coming on and bringing players on to win this. But right now, I couldn't really care. I mean, I hope the board aren't listening to me saying we don't care about results right now, because that probably would get me sacked. I wonder if it's the same in real life. Like, Swansea will turn... Oh, they've scored a third goal. Who cares? Who cares? I wonder if, like, Swansea will turn up at Manchester United away, and the manager's like, bloody hell, boys, we're not going to win. I don't care. I wonder if that actually happens in real life. I mean, of course, it doesn't happen in real life, that kind of thing. But just imagine if it did. Just imagine the dynamic in the changing rooms. If the manager came and was like, all right, boys, we don't care about today. Just have a kick around with your mates, basically. Well, full time then. Lincoln 0, Man United 3. That being said, it's not an embarrassing scoreline, basically. That's a decent result. I'll take that in a way. I know we've lost 3-0, but it's against already crowned champions of the Premier League, Manchester United. So you gave it your best. Oh, I've ruined the team talk now. I said you gave it your best good effort, lads, and they all look switched off. So that guarantees relegation now. A couple of days off though before the Manchester City game. I reckon next season, if we make the right additions to the squad and actually play better formations, that would be a game where we give United a run for the money, I reckon. And at the end of all that, we're still 9 points clear, actually. I mean, Sunderland have a game in hand on us, but, you know, we're still 9 points clear, which is fine by me. Man City, incidentally, sitting down in 7th, not having the best of seasons. Southampton and West Ham, absolutely living life right now, sitting in 3rd and 4th. Will they stay there by the end of the season? God knows. I'd love to see them stay there, though. I'd love to see Southampton and West Ham be getting Champions League football next season. That'd be class. To be fair, Birmingham does a huge favour there, beating Sunderland 3-0. They have now level on games with us, and now we're still 9 points clear. So there's nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about, surely. This is now when you can record this bit of me saying there's nothing to worry about when we get relegated next episode. Right, so we're playing away to Man City now, and we're changing to the winger formation. Darlow starts in goal. Bothwick Jackson comes in because, of course, Gersbach is suspended once again. He's picked up so many yellow cards this season. It's ridiculous. Williams and Garcia once again combine in the middle. Garcia's back from injury, and Jan Valery starts on the right back position. Coyle, Mount and De Silva start today in that midfield. Yu on the left, Lukasic on the right. Now, you're going to be thinking, like, why are you starting Lukasic? Well, he has come on leaps and bounds this season. If you have a look at him, if we look at his history, he's played 11 games this season, 10 of them off the bench to be fair, but he's played a lot of games for the under-23s, he's played a lot of cup games for us, he's played a lot of football, not the best football, of 6.53, but he's played a lot of football, which has improved him. Couple that with some really, really good tutoring he had from Sergio Aguero. He's now 3-star current ability, which means he's not actually that far off Matondo, who's also the right winger that we bought in January. So if we give him a bit more first-team football, his determination has increased massively from Aguero. He's also learned how to get forward whenever possible and place his shots from Aguero as well. So he's learned some really good stats there. He's learnt some really good traits off Aguero there. Just more first team football. He's going to get better and better and better. And at 17 years old, next season he is going to be, by the end of next season hopefully, a Premier League quality player. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can do. Currently a Championship footballer now, and he's only going to improve massively. He's improved remarkably as a footballer over the last 3 months according to the coaches, and he's only going to get better to reach that 5-star potential. Oh yeah, and Chuma starts up front, but I think we need to get a new striker over summer because he's not scoring the goals. Right, kickoff is upon us today. We're the only team playing today for whatever reason. I'm not quite sure why, but we're the only team playing today. Man City really need the win today if they want to get themselves back into European contention. We need the win if we want to really cement ourselves as not being in a relegation battle come the end of the season. But I mean, with 9 points clear, with 6 in our case after this game, 5 games to go, that's a good position to be in, and I'd back ourselves not to get relegated. So I think we can call this season a success, despite this episode probably being a bit bad for us, considering we're going to get overrun by... obviously, we were overrun by Man United. We'll probably get overrun by Man City as well. As they come forward now for the first highlight of the game, Kingsley Coman, a fantastic player. I'd love to get him to Lincoln squad, but of course, that's never going to happen because he's too good. A wayward ball from Man City there, but their defender does get to them just about. Alexandro puts it onto Andre Silva, who can't get onto any of it, but Kingsley Coman puts it back in, and their man just puts his shot wide of the post. That was very, very unlucky there. But as you can see from the stats, City already absolutely dominating the game. I mean, how do we even get ourselves into this game at this point? Like, I don't know what to do, basically. Brad Hughes free kick now, head into the area, and we picked up a penalty somehow. I can't change it. I was too late. Liam Coyle's taking a penalty. I'd like to put like Chummer on it or something like that, but Coyle's taking it. If he bangs this, we're 1-0 up away to Man City. He's only gone and done it as well. He's banged it in. We've gone 1-0 up. We're holding Man City to bay right now, 26 minutes into this game. They've not had a decent chance so far. If we can hold on to this, what a game this is going to be. I mean, perhaps we move slightly more defensively in the second half, but if we can just hold on to this lead in this first half, this could be massive for us. Man City coming forward though now, 35 minutes into the game. Kingsley Coman puts it into Andre Silva, who puts it over the bar. They're getting closer and closer, but still they're not troubling us too much. I mean, penalty or not, 1-0 up at half-time away to Man City is amazing. Passionately, what do we say to them? What do we say? Or do we go assertively? Let's not get complacent. Can we do that? Guard against complacency. Don't think the job is done. We've now got players looking very, very stressed, but if they can just hold it together for 45 minutes, I reckon we should be good to get a win against Man City. They've not troubled us too much. We've not seen too much from them. If we can just hold them, it's job done, surely. Highlight now in the game, it looks like it's for us actually, as Brad Yeo puts it forward, but we've given it away, so clearly the highlight now is probably going to be for Man City as they come forward. Kingsley Coman, in absolute acres of space there, comes forward, puts a great ball through to Moise Kean, and Moise Kean, on 60 minutes, does equalise for Man City, which is not a part of the plan. However, if he said to me at the start of the game, you'll get a draw with Man City, I'd have bitten your hand off. So if we can hold on now for the next half hour, if we make some defensive changes, for example, can we bring Lukasic and Yu back? Would you like to play there a little bit? Not really. Not really, if we're being honest with ourselves here. But it's probably better than having them up there. I reckon that's probably quite good. Can Matondo play on that right-hand side? He can play there better. We'll bring Matondo on. I reckon perhaps we bring on Byers as a more deep-lying playmaker, so he sits a little bit deeper rather than Mount. And we'll leave it just there for now. We may bring on Jorgensen later on, but I reckon we could probably hold Man City to a draw now. I mean, they're desperate for this win as well. They're desperate for the win. A win today puts them back into the into European contention. Right now, we're not looking very likely for it at all. For us, though, this result will put us 10 points clear. If we can just hold on now, 10 points clear, we're surely not going to get relegated. Surely. Oh, as a highlight now for us, in the closing moments of the game, I say closing moments, there's a good 5-6 minutes to go, and it's not coming for us. It's now Moise Kean coming forward. Gabriel Jesus had all the time in the world to just place his shot, but he somehow skewed it wide. If we can just hold on now, 5 more minutes, let's not go counter, let's go contain, which is probably a bit late doing that. We probably should have done that in like 75 minutes. But for these last few minutes, we're about to celebrate a draw with Man City, like we're going to celebrate a 3-0 win against someone. But, jeez, I thought they were about to break my heart then. They've hit the post. There's a minute left from the clock and there's now a highlight. I swear to God, if they score a goal. Bruma coming forward now, makes a great ball through to Coman, but he's been intercepted. Now Byers has a chance to clear it. Chuma, up on his own. Come on, mate. Just do... Oh, he's giving it away really stupidly there. Williams, though, with a great clearance. Now Chuma, just chase it down. Okay, don't chase it. Not like he needed to, I suppose, anyway. But we've got, 10 seconds on the clock now. 10 seconds to hold. We're going to celebrate like a win. I don't know why I'm so excited to get a draw against Man City, but We've done it. We've got the draw against Man City. I thought we were going to get absolutely hammered today, but we've not. We've got a draw. Well, lads, you've proved a lot of people wrong in avoiding defeat there. Let's leave that game with our heads held high, feeling very proud, and we'll go into that West Brom game in a few days' time, full of confidence, I think. If we have a look then at the news, Man City won, Lincoln won. Danny Cowley spotted at Manchester Stadium. He's still England manager, of course. Still doing very well for them. He's still somehow there. I don't understand it. He's not done much, particularly. I mean, he's got to quarterfinals. That's about it. Nothing more than a manager in real life has done. But he's still in the job 6 years down the line. So, fair play to him. Next time out then, if suddenly things go wrong in these games and we're about to get relegated, we'll do the Birmingham and Burnley game. But I think next time, because we're looking relatively safe from relegation, we'll just do the Burnley game. And then after that, we'll talk about what we need to do over summer and how we're going to improve for next season. So that's probably what we're going to do next episode. Thank you very much for watching today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do drop a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And I'll see you next time for more Lincoln Loco action.